Today's lesson is about solving trig equations with double angles. Number 6, solving log base 2 of 2 sin x plus log base 2 cosine x equals 1. For x is between 2 pi to 5 pi over 2. First of all, you got to use this log law to condense the left side. You will get the log base 2. 2 sin x cosine x equals -1. And you need to change this log into exponential function. So you have 2 to the negative first power equals 2 sin x cosine x. For 2 to the negative first power, that is 1 over 2. So you get the sin x cosine x equals, divided by 2 both sides, is 1 over 4. For here, you can get another form. That is sin theta times cosine theta equals 1/2 sin 2 theta. You can change here 1/2 sin 2x equals 1 over 4. Multiply by 2 both sides. You will get the sin 2x equals 1 over 2. If you know 2 sin x cosine x equals sin 2x directly, you can get the sin 2x equals 1 over 2 directly. You don't have to show these two steps. Now I need to solve these trig equations. First of all, you have to figure out the reference angle. Reference angle always go to the first quadrant. Since sin pi over 6 equals 1/2, therefore your reference angle is pi over 6. Because for this sin is greater than 0, therefore they go to the first and second quadrant. According to this pattern, for pi over 6, you will have a 5 pi over 6. Look at the angle here is 2x. So we set up 2x equals 5 pi over 6 and 2x equals pi over 6. Then you solve for this x, you will get the pi over 12. Here, x equals 5 pi over 12. Since we are looking for the angle between 2 pi and 5 pi over 2, you need to add a period. So for period equals, for sin 2x, that is 2 pi over 2 equals pi. Therefore, for pi over 12, I keep adding pi. Pi, you can write down 12 pi over 12. So keep adding 12 pi. You will get 13 pi over 12 and 25 pi over 12 and 37 pi over 12 and so on. For 5 pi over 12, keep adding 12 pi, you will get 70 pi over 12, 29 pi over 12, 41 pi over 12, and so on. You need to check which angle is between 2 pi and 5 pi over 2. Let's make this domain into the denominator as 12 so that it's easier for us to get. 2 pi, that is 24 pi over 12. And 5 pi, that will be 30 pi over 12. So it's easy for you to choose which one will be your solution. I have 25 pi over 12 and 29 pi over 12 will be the solution. Therefore, I will write down x equals 25 pi over 12 and 29 pi over 12. Now let's go to one more question. The expression 6 sin x cosine x can be expressed in the form of this. Find the value of a and of b. For sin x times cosine x, we can use this formula. That is sin theta times cosine theta equals 1/2 sin 2 theta. Therefore, we do substitution. 6 times 1/2 sin 2x equals 3 sin 2x. So we have a equals 3 and b equals 2. Therefore, we need to solve this equation for x is between 0 to 2 pi. You will get the 3 sin 2x equals 3 square root of 3 over 2. Then divided by 3 both sides. Reduce. You will get sin 2x equals square root of 3 over 2. Since sin pi over 3 equals square root of 3 over 2. Therefore, alpha equals pi over 3. Since for this sin is greater than 0, therefore, the first and second quadrant. For second quadrant, you will get 2 pi over 3 according to this formula. The angle is 2x. 2x equals this and 2x equals this. We set up 2x equals pi over 3 or 2x equals 2 pi over 3. You can get the x1 equals pi over 6. This x equals pi over 3. This will be x2. Since we're looking for the x is between 0 to 2 pi. Therefore, you have to add a period. The period p equals 2 pi over 2 because b is a coefficient of x, that is pi. Therefore, for x1 equals pi over 6, I keep adding pi, that is 6 pi over 6. So keep adding 6 pi, you will get a 7 pi over 6. 13 pi over 6. And so on. For x2 equals pi over 3. Keep adding 3 pi over 3. You will get the 4 pi over 3 and 7 pi over 3. Since this x is between 0 to 2 pi, therefore, you will get these 4 solutions. we write down x equals pi over 6, 7 pi over 6, pi over 3, and 4 pi over 3.